In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing another episode of Subsistence on Season 5. Now, I went ahead and used up all my water. So we are going to run down to the lake, get some more water, and try to get some more pearls. I'm starting to process fertilizer. I'm thinking I really want to make an animal housing. My problem is I don't have enough resources to feed a chicken. I need more tomatoes, so I'm gonna have to start fertilizing my plant beds so that they grow faster and turn out as many tomatoes as I possibly can. I'm thinking tomorrow the hunter base that I really want to raid, because it has the extra loot container, would be primed for an attack tomorrow, I'm thinking. So lightning attack Friday or something. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to call it anything or if it needs to be called anything. But that's what I'm thinking. We shall see. Now, supposedly Cold Game added like a second or two delay, so you can't inadvertently drink when you are filling your canteens. I haven't tried it yet. I don't have an extra antidote to test with right now. Maybe I think that's an oyster over there. There's one right below. Now this is kind of close. Stupid hunters always come over here to fish and can't. So they get kind of locked in a loop thing of back and forth, but they can't really do anything. And it's Hank. I'm also going to grab some kelp, knowing that the winter is coming and ice will be forming and I'll have no way to get kelp. I do think there needs to be a way. I don't know if it's the addition of the ability to drill a hole in the ice so that you can dive down to get pearls and stuff like that in the winter and then be able to get kelp in winter. Or we can't plant kelp. I don't know. Maybe a kelp bed that you can... No, because you can't plant it in the ponds. You're all going to freeze. I don't know. He's got to think about something. Some way to get kelp in the winter. I have an idea for an awesome season. But the problem with it is I'd have no kelp. And there's no other way around it. You have to have some kelp. At the beginning of the game, it's one of the greatest, or one of the best ways. I don't want to say greatest, but one of the best ways to keep your fruits and vegetables up. But once you're ready to start making antidotes, you have to have kelp, or you're going to be playing half health and half stamina, and that's really going to suck. Is that... I think that's an oyster. Oh, no, it's not. That is... See, there's that... Every once in a while, you get that little moment where you can see down there. I've got two. That's enough to make the solar... or the circuit that I need if I do want to go ahead and make the wind turbine. I'm thinking a wind turbine might be a good thing to have. Nice sunrise today. Pretty coloring. Oh, okay. Get a little more kelp while I'm down here. That season idea I have could work, but I would have to spend the first part of the game literally doing nothing but harvesting all the kelp I could find. Oh, that would really suck. And then I'd only cure myself if they absolutely need to. Scared off a deer again. I made all the ammo I can. I only have 14 rifle rounds left. So either I start finding more rounds, more material, or the hunters start dropping some rifle rounds for me. And it's kind of an unusual season. I've been using a lot of the rifle rounds. I normally don't do the gunplay as much, but this season I'm finding myself using a lot of rounds. But, ooh, I'm up to 61, so I'm good for a while. It was more the pearls that I was going for. What are we sitting at? 78 and 493. Let's get some power going. Let's check on the plants. And I watered and fertilized most of them. Yeah, not the mixed, but the ones that are set, definitely. Need those potatoes. That's got carrots and potatoes in it. Maybe the distillery was a little early to make. I mean, it's going to be useful. I just don't know if I made it a little too early considering what my season is looking like right now. Swap this out. And let's take a piece of fish with me. I'm also remembering to put my food away in the freezer at night. When I'm just sitting around doing nothing anyways, I put that piece of meat, I put it in a particular spot in the freezer up near the raw meat. So I know that the next day, that's the first thing I want to eat. I don't want to try to take it out because it's already had a good amount of its timer been used up. So yes, I'm actually rotating my meat. God, that sounds bad. No matter how I say it, it's going to sound bad. And it definitely sounds... Oh, come on. Let me get this. I got the blueberry at least. Alright. I want this back here. You're only at level 1, and I will take you out if I need to. But there's still a chance of getting infected, and I'd rather keep my resources if I possibly could. Oh, here's one thing I'm wondering. Are laves going to show up in hunter bases soon? Will that become a thing where the hunters in some new style of hunter base will add a lathe to their base, and then you'll be able to loot it and get maybe a BCU cracker, which would be kind of crazy. But in the fortress, I could see it. Or some elevator parts out of the lathe. That would be a nice... it'd be kind of high-end loot, but I think it would still be nice. Might as well. And that base is ready, but I don't have the supplies. As I say, now that I know they've been fighting something, I'm almost tempted to go down there and mess with them, but I really want to bag a cougar today. Or level 1 moose, but I prefer a couple cougars. If I can find some level 1 cougars, I can easily bag them without taking too much damage. Something one of my viewers asked me the other day, what do I want to see in the next update? And I'm right at the top of my head because I was just answering comments. The first thing I said was ice fishing. I think I have a better request. I want the animals... I want him to expand the animals that have head hitbox. Like a moose or a deer. Why don't wolves, bears, and cougars have the hitbox for the head so we can get extra damage? Now, I don't think that nerfs the animal. I still think it makes them dangerous. But if you're good enough, or you're lucky enough to get a headshot, it pays off in spades. I can't believe I missed you. Come here, baby. Good night. Give me... Not bad. Or send you off a level 1. Not bad at all. Wash my hands. And refill with snow immediately. I'm wondering how long that snow has to sit in my inventory before it turns into dirty water. It would be nice because then I can wash my hands again. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I thought that was cotton. All these white flowers draw my attention. It makes it think I'm always getting close to cotton, and I'm not. Now, I mean, I'm not complaining about not getting cotton. I've purposely not made any lockpicks, and if I was desperate, and I mean desperate for cotton, then I should have been making lockpicks every chance I could and open up lock crates, because lock crates, Snotface, I think is the name on Discord. I'm not calling him that. That is his handle. I think he posted up a message that he had found 6 cotton seeds in a single lock crate. I mean, that's a bonanza. That's like, hello, thank you, and good night. After getting that many cotton seeds out of, from a single lockpick. That makes a lockpick, the resources required to make that lockpick, well worth it, because you're getting such a huge payoff. Speaking of a lock crate, hello, Mr. Lock Crate. Oh. Grab at least one of the medical plants. I haven't been using the medical plants a lot. I'm gonna keep picking them up, of course. I definitely haven't used any of the medical plant seeds. There's so many medical plants, and you don't use them for enough. I mean, if I was using them like biofuel all the time, I guess they would be more useful. I think I'll keep 100 on hand at that base, and every time I hit another 100 stack, I'll just take that whole stack and turn it into biofuel. I think that'd be a good use of my resources. And my time, of course. Now, some of you are wondering, oh, the season's so slow. Why is it taking so long? I don't play this save unless I'm recording and spending time with you guys. So I'm not getting a jump on crafting or resources. And it must have just popped. I could have sworn there was an ore on there. I know there was an ore on there, just I don't see it anymore. But yeah, I don't play this outside of doing recordings with you guys. So I'm not getting trust me, I'd be much further along if I wasn't playing in, or if I was playing in the off camera, between episodes, I'd be a lot further. But then you guys might miss something that you might not have seen before. It's really helpful especially for newer players, to see end to end what it takes to survive in this game. Another big tree over here with some more grubs. And yes, I am very excited. I got 2 bandages today already. And people are like, really? You're happy you got a bandage? Yeah, because that's, so far that's 4 cloth already. Anytime you're picking up cloth as a resource, that's a nice day. Cotton seeds are the best, but cloth is right there. Herby derby, huh? I love the changing of the leaves in the game. It's really nice. Man, I want to go attack those hunters right now. I have a grenade. What time is the day? It's halfway through the day. The problem is timing. It would take... Without a grenade, it would take 5 minutes to break down their door. With their grenade, it's going to take about 2 or 3 minutes to break down their door. And that's still going to put me really close to nighttime. Now, I'm not afraid to spend the night in their base. I already know what happens. They don't spawn back in anymore. So basically, you take over their base for the night. It's not your base. You're not benefiting from it, other than the fact that you can sit in there and craft, and you don't have to worry about them spawning right on top of you while you're in the base. At least that's the experience I've had so far. Maybe if I attack the next base and it's close to nighttime again, I'll try the let's stay in the base and see what happens thing again. All right, come here, chicken. All right, yeah, push that way. Do not turn toward the hunter base. The hunters will not save you. I'll be upset that I pissed the hunters off and have to deal with them now, but you're still getting caught. But I got a full inventory. I need to run home real quick. And I need to eat something. My stamina's starting to drop. It's in the 50s now. It's the one bar that I don't seem to pay a lot of attention to, unfortunately. And it has gotten me in trouble before. And I'm sure it's going to get me in trouble again. Drop off all the stuff that isn't going to rot away. Clunk, clunk. Breaking the poor thing's neck. Grab some more water. I mean, for just the water, it's been a productive day. See, is that fish enough? No, the fish wasn't enough. But I'm not hungry enough to eat another piece of fish. Eat some more blueberries. That did finally turn to dirty water. I didn't watch it happen, but it did. Oops. What's my mass at? Oh, it's at 100. Okay. I can go ahead and drop these in real quick. The radios. What are the radios worth in mass? Ooh, 10 mass. 5 per. Now, the radios, all you do is you activate the radio, and it shows you where a rogue camp is. I mean, it's not a bad item. I just don't see the item as overly useful. It's not like... I guess if you're really hurting for gears and stuff, it can help you track down the rogue hunters faster. And with the map being expanded, I guess there really is a place for it now. Before, when the map wasn't as big as it is now, it was so much easier to find the rogue hunters. I mean, literally, you trip over the hunters every time you stepped out of the door. Just about. Now, when I say a rogue hunter camp, it actually is. It's like, ooh, hey, rogue hunter camp. I used to run into 2 or 3 of them a day easily. Nowadays, if I say rogue, like I said, if I say a rogue hunter, it's like, ooh, rogues. Ha ha ha. All right, I don't want to piss off the wolf, but I want my rabbit. You? Lead him down to the beach. Use that as a nice running area. Oh, scrap. My first piece of scrap all day. Wolf let go. Okay, let's go check for some more pearls real quick. I don't really need the kelp right now, but I might as well get it since I'm here. Now you're like, well, you have sandstone right there. Why aren't you getting that? Because that'll use up my pick. And sandstone isn't one of the things that I need a ton of. If I want to make Molotov cocktails, yes, I'll need some glass, but I already have a small stack of it back at the house, and that'll last me a decent amount of time. I'm not going to be using the Molotov cocktails fighting animals or fighting hunters very often. I'm more likely just going to be using that to break down their wooden doors, because they're just so much faster. Plus, I want to do a couple tests with the Molotov cocktails. Can you throw 2 at the door at the same time, and will both burn, or do you get 1 tick of burn at a time? Meaning, You throw the Molotov cocktail, and then you have to wait until that that Molotov runs out. Then you throw the second one. If you throw a second one right away, does it just waste it? That's a good test to find out. Don't like coming all the way over here, but there's an oyster. Give me a hit sound, but I still missed. All right, straight up. Check the shoreline. There's almost always a bear on this little peninsula. Black bear over there. Oh, grizzly bears are not the only ones that can do the bear death scene. Black bears can do it too. I saw somebody had a picture up of a black bear doing the death scene. So personally, I've only seen on grizzly bears. I didn't know black bears could do it too. Would have saved me a lot of time when I was doing the update video, because I think I had to go 10 or 12 runs of resetting my test world, running toward a bear and having the bear kill me. And I think it took 12 times of sacrificing myself to a bear to finally get the oops. Oh, and I already pissed off a wolf this way. This is gonna get interesting. And there's rogues out, or hunter base over there. I'm gonna head up this way and go around in a circle. Get my shotgun out just in case. I've got a train of things following me. Oh, one thing to note. You can't fish in that little hollow down there underneath the waterfall, but you can put fish traps down there. The only problem is you can't get deep enough to repair the fish trap. So if you're like me and only use the fish trap for one cycle and then dismantle it to get half the resources back, then it doesn't matter. So if your base is close to that waterfall, you can put fish traps in that little hollow down there. Figured let's run back over and see if the cougar over here had respawned. I think it's 5 or 6 cougars can spawn on the map at any one time now. Before it used to be 3. And I have actually killed each spawn of cougar twice in a single day in Subsistence. I had to be out in the world and started just as the sun started rising. I went after my first cougar, and before the sun set, I got that 6th cougar. I don't know if you can do more than that in a day now. I haven't felt the need to try it. I did it once, and I just haven't felt the need that I have to try this again to see if it's possible. One thing that's going to make it harder is the fact that you going to bring in the meat with you. Is that there's more possible spawn locations for the cougars, and if they're not spawning all the time everywhere, then it's a chance that there might still only be 3, and then they'll spawn in inopportune times and locations. Meaning you might have to cross half the map to find the next cougar, and you can't waste that kind of time if you're trying to kill, 6 or more cougars in a day. Switch over. Still not ready, darn it. I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping to find a piece of cotton. I mean, that's what I'm, silently chanting for. Cotton plant, cotton plant, cotton plant. And I'm sure that one of my viewers is going to go, critical, at this moment on this video, if you would look to your right, you would have seen a cotton plant. And what do I have to say to that? Yes, you're right. What good does it do me now? I mean, yes, hey, you missed it. You need to pay better attention. But, I mean, come on, nothing I can do about it now. It's too late. It's gone. Now you're just picking on me. What if I went, maybe I should go fishing tonight. If I'm going to try to do that, I'm going to drag this wolf over this way. Get him away from the fishing hole so I don't have to worry about him being in the way on my way back. Go around the rock. timed that right. Nope. As I said, I maybe broke his following. Over this way. I like to go out the front door and then over to the lake. So if he's over here on the upper part of my base, he shouldn't be too much of a problem for me. Aha! Potatoes. Not potatoes RS yet, but close. And I need fertilizer and everything. God, fertilizer get used up quickly. 42, that's not going to be much. Oof. 42 and 50. Oh, that was a mistake. Well, I'm going to leave it off now. That was just a bad click. Bad critical. Potatoes are more important right now. What half? 11's pretty good. What half? 14? 14's the number for me. Split half. Split half. Yeah, 14 will probably fill it up right up to 99%. I think if you put that last bit of fertilizer, it would just be a waste. So 14 of the potassium is awesome for fertilizer. Let's go get those dirty canteens. I'd rather use, granted, I won't get as much watering my plants out of those, but a little bit better than wasting what's already been cleaned water. Another reason why I prefer living right over the water. Watering your plants is just nothing. You just grab a canteen and fill it up. That's enough. That oar's calling my name. That time I didn't get... I mean, the first click and the second click were actual clicks. After the second one, I held it, and I didn't get that bug where it won't allow you to keep holding it down. Since I'm going to probably end up going fishing for the evening, I'll take all the dirty canteens with me. Take a full one. We'll take a piece of meat with... Actually, I'll just eat it now. Oh, darn, I gotta eat another one. Alright, now we're down to blueberries. Split half again. 21 apples, so I'm not in any type of danger zone or anything like that. I'm doing pretty good, but I'll be much happier when I have a stockpile of tomatoes again. But I'm gonna go ahead and call the episode here. I've been Critical. This has been Subsistence on Season 5. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.